What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Ōkami. In the last episode, we finished up in the Spirit Gate. Now, if you're wondering if, you maybe missed something between, like me going out of the Spirit Gate or anything, just... No, nothing. Actually, from the literal second that the episode ended, it cuts to right here. That's another thing I don't like, that they just didn't explain even how they got out. I mean, I thought the whole thing was that the Spirit Gate was sealed shut. How did they get out? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. You know that wolf who helped Nagi? That was Shironui. Or in other words, that was you 100 years ago. That was how you met your end after your venture with Gramps. You battled and slew the dreaded Orochi only to die yourself. Isun, is that you? Lika! It's been ages. Too bad we had to meet like this. What made you go through the Spirit Gate anyway? Spirit Gate? What's that? All I remember is two owls appearing in a dream. They invited me to come play with them in the forest. Next thing I knew, I woke up here. Thank goodness you and your doggy came to save me. You had a dream about two owls. Aren't the guardian gods of Kamui owls? Why would the owls lead you here? Oh no. The sun's got a tattoo. Oh, I mean, what? Ōkami, the sun. It's starting to wane. The Day of Darkness is about to begin. This day-long solar eclipse only happens once every 100 years. Day of Darkness? What's that? Looks like something's taking a big bite out of the sun. Ōkami, you're the sun god. What's going to happen to you if the sun disappears? Sun god? What's that? Lika, you can recite that volcanic incantation, can't you? It's supposed to make that frozen mountain Ezofuji erupt, right? Well, you better do it, because Kamui's going to freeze if you don't. Volcanic incantation? What's that? You mean that prayer we offer to the mountain by the lake? Yeah, I can mimic that prayer of old man Camus perfectly. He's even told me that I do it really well. I know. That's why we need your help back in the village. Let's go. I'll be back to Webcure as fast as you can. And so we go, and I do not want to save because, well, I have no need for it because this episode just started. So, actually, fun fact, we can't actually go there at this exact second. But guess what? Those last two side quests, or that last side quest in Xingqiu Field, is finally available now. Yeah, isn't that funny? That now of all times it's available. Yeah. Don't even get me started. Either way, luckily we don't have to backtrack all the way through Yoshpet. We just get a cut to each little segment, and we need to hurry over to Ezofuji as fast as possible with this awesome music playing. And we need to hurry and get Lika there so she can recite the volcanic incantation. The blizzard is raging hard, so hard that it's making everything slow down. And I just found this asshole. I didn't even want... First of all, I did not want to fight you. Okay? I got a little girl here. Second of all, you dick. I am trying to do something that is very important and intense. And third of all, you just screwed up, just screwed up everything because I was trying to save all of these for one specific moment later on. You asshole. Here, I'm taking your demon fangs just because you did that. Cold Remorse defeated. Crap, now we have to wipe one off the monster wanted list contract thingy. So don't forget this one, I guess, guys. Alright, now we have to cross this off. Blah, 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 blah. Even this is not the time for it. Yeah, we did just happen to find that. That was totally unintentional. Oh my gosh. No. Just Cold Remorse. Thank you. Stupid freaking igloo turtles. Oh, I'm just gonna cut back. And suddenly we cut to this. Now that's one nasty blizzard. It's blowing in from the rear of the village. Anyway, we gotta get Lika to the altar. It's not the first time I've heard of anything blowing in from the rear. Hey! Sheesh, what's up with this nasty blizzard? I mean, where the heck does this thing come from? That's a good point. It's just kind of just started out of nowhere. This is massive blizzard. It's crazy. Also, you can see I now have Thunder Edge equipped, and I actually have Eighth Wonder as my sub weapon. But yes, so we are going all glaives now, and also, like I said, you can get the power of electricity from this thing and just conjure it off this divine instrument, which is awesome. And of course this thing is super powerful, and I also have a gold dust for it that I actually need to use. Let me do that real quick. And awesome. And we only have 2 divine instruments left. I've got one of those gold dust, and then of course we're gonna get that last one from Wally, and we'll have all of the ones powered up I wanted to have powered up. It's great. No, it's great. great. It's great. It's great. It is great. Alright. Goodness, what the heck? Holy crap. What's everyone doing here? Hey, I brought Lika, everyone. So what's up with this nasty blizzard? It's the Day of Darkness. This day comes once every 100 years. Now it's upon us again. That's why the monsters are making the blizzard even fiercer. And Oki, how could he be so irresponsible at a time like this? He destroyed the gate here on his way to the Wawku shrine. What? I tried to stop him, but he was waving the Kutsune sword about, and he was through the gate before I could do a thing. Now Kamui could freeze over whether the eclipse comes or not. Oki suddenly disappeared after we defeated Orochi. Never thought he'd come here and do something like this. Bet he just wants to steal all the glory for himself. No, Oki's not like that. I understand why he took the divine Kutsune sword. He was trying to do what was right for the village. When the two demons got violent at the shrine on Ezufuji, it was Oki who came to Kemu's rescue. Huh? I thought Samiko was the one who saved Old Man Kemu. Oki acted as bait so that Kemu and Samiko could escape. They survived because Oki acted as their shield and fought for them. Oki is the strongest among us, but even so, he was no match for them. He was lucky to come home alive. Wow, that's quite a feat surviving a battle against two demons. But he was angry that he couldn't defeat the demons, so he took the sword and left the village to fight again. I know it's unforgivable that he stole the sword like that, but he was just trying to do the right thing. All he cares about is doing what's best for the village. It won't be long before the eclipse makes the sun disappear. If the volcanic incantation doesn't start as a Fuji erupting, Kamui will get colder until it freezes over completely. Please, Lika, we're relying on you to make this work. Oki always told me what kind of Oina he wanted me to become. He told me to be a good Oina and use my power to help everyone. Do you think it helped everyone if I prayed like I always do? Who cares about this stupid blizzard? I'm gonna pray for our mountain to come back to life. That's my girl. Let's go, my little warrior. If you don't start the incantation soon, it'll be too late. Oh, freak. I love it. I love it when they band together like that. Lika, you are awesome. Now, one quick thing, and oh no, she's gone. Never mind. Well, we'll get to it later. I want to see what Lika looks like in her beast form, but we'll see it another time. For now, let's head on inside. We really gonna go through here there, Ami? The ruins of the Wawku Shrine lie within Ezufuji. It's a strange place discovered by the people of Wepkir long ago. At the peak lies an altar with the statues of the twin demons. And the trail up there is littered with odd contraptions. The twin demons are known as Lechku and Nechku. Their altar statues came to life and terrorized this land long ago. They were defeated and imprisoned by a legendary Oina hero. But it seems they have broken free and are once again wreaking havoc. This can't just be a coincidence. I mean, remember what that no-good Ninetails said? You know, something about Yami, ruler of the land of darkness? I don't exactly know who this Yami character is, but all sorts of strange things started happening once Orochi returned. Who knows if this mountain shrine has anything to do with all that, but I think we need to be extra careful this time. I think we'll be fine soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the very last dungeon in Ōkami. The very last dungeon. First things first, get your mist ready. Well, actually, it's got to show the cutscenes first, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Wait a sec, Ami. See those cannons over there? I'm not so sure they're there to greet us. Let's take it slow and easy. No, let's use mist. Like, can I stop frickin' running into the icicles? Seriously. Use mist, power slash those back, and blow those things up. Don't want to deal with them. Also, let's not run into any more of these icicles, please. Oh, the ice physics in this game are probably the worst, and by that regard, probably the most accurate ice physics in any game ever. They are so bad. Holy crap. Actually, they might be a little too slippery, honestly. Okay. Gosh. But of course, it's intentional, and I understand it all. It makes this place a lot more challenging to traverse through, dealing with the ice physics. But we got ruby tassels and a stray bead. So obviously, this is the place we can return to. As you could see in the Spirit Gate, there were no stray beads or sun fragments, because we'll never be able to go back. It's impossible. We can't just go through the Spirit Gate whenever we want. We are done. We'll never be coming back. That's why I grabbed everything. Now, let's head over here. Hurry across this bridge before it breaks. And I'm just going to avoid you and go through here. So we had a lockjaw back there. Wait for these icicles to Are you gonna fall? Oop! I'll go right around you guys. That'll work. They didn't fall on us. Good. Now, this is a part that a lot of people make a case for when it comes to Ōkami, and I will totally, wholeheartedly agree. This puzzle, while actually not too challenging, is very innovative, and something that I think Legend of Zelda could learn a bunch from. Single dungeon mechanics are not a good idea, okay? Single mechanic dungeons are not a good idea. Don't do it, okay? This particular puzzle right here is genius. We've used Fire Burst. We've used Bloom now. We will use Power Slash to make this one smaller so that we can pick it up. We also have an Ice Ball over there, meaning we're going to have to use Wind to move it. Right? Right. So, set over there. Let's use Wind to push it across. This puzzle is great. It is a great reminder that Ōkami is made by a bunch of people who know exactly what they're doing and like to, I don't know, utilize the things that they've given us throughout the game. Games fail to do that a lot, if you notice. It's something that we just don't see anymore. And you know, not to say Capcom isn't, they're a huge offender of it in other games, okay? They are a huge offender of it in games. For instance, Mega Man, you don't need to use like half the freaking power-ups you get in some of those games. I mean, they're good about it in some others, but Capcom usually sucks at it. The team behind this, and sadly this is probably their last instance of it ever, knew exactly what they were supposed to do with everything with every asset they had. Legend of Zelda could take a hint from this. Any action-adventure game could take a hint from this game. This game doesn't stop. It just adds. And I think that games need to learn that the key to good design is not just making cool ideas and using them once or twice. It's making cool ideas that continue to evolve and expand and grow your game. And I'm sorry, but I can't really think of many other games that even do it right. At all. Like, really the only other ones I can think of that do, and even them, it's rare. That was a pun. Is Rareware. At least the old Rareware on the Nintendo 64. They did it with Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day. They did it then. And even then they started to use some of the old mechanics less and less as the game went on. But, you know, they still did a pretty good job of it. I think developers really need to look back at this game and not just look... It's not the art style. I'm sorry. I know everyone looks at this game and they go, wow, it's a weird art style. That's what makes this game unique, right? No! No! I think that frustrates me that people, I mean, as beautiful as it is, and yes, it is something to be commended and something that is awesome, it is not the thing that makes this game great, and it is not like the defining factor. This is not a game that is only cool because it has a sumie art style. This is a game that is cool because it learned how to take the action-adventure genre, completely turn it on its head, borrow mechanics from other games, and make them work, and at the same time, all together, put a really, really good story together and make it fun to play. It did all of that. And this whole game just doesn't stop doing it. As you get, things don't get really weaker. There's that little problem I have with the freaking plot holes. And there's like 2 or 3, and they all happen in the third arc, okay? I will fully admit that. But this game doesn't stop using its assets properly. Why is that so hard to do, though? Why do other developers have such a hard time with that? I will never understand. I mean, I know it's tough to be creative and all. It really does take a special mind to be creative with things. And Hideki Kamiya is Definitely one of those special minds. As everyone knows, almost every game he puts out is amazing. Some people would argue very differently with Mad World, but other than that game, when you look at games like this or Bayonetta, it's very clear the man knows what he's doing. But I think this game just defines the genre. I'm sorry. I mean, people can say it's biased, but there is glaring evidence all across the board with Ōkami that they knew what the freak they were doing. Okay, like these aren't just game develop. I mean, these are good game developers and good storytellers. That is such a rare thing to get. You can get some awesome storytellers, like the guy who made Heavy Rain, the guys who made The Last of Us, the guys who made, Naughty Dog. They're amazing storytellers. You got, Team Ico, great storytellers. But I think Naughty Dog's probably the only one who also excels at the gameplay aspect. And even they can be iffy sometimes. This game is just perfectly balanced in all areas. And I think that's what makes it great. There's, people can say, if you average everything out, the game becomes, well, I mean, it all comes down to a single mean. And if you know what that word is, if you took math class ever, you should know what that means. It all comes down to one mean. But here's the thing. Okami is great in every aspect. There is nothing I can think about, I can possibly put my finger on that it fails at. And that right there is why it is just a great game. There's nothing bad. There's nothing just good. It's all 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 stuff in every single department. So really, what can you hate about it? I mean, other than just that you don't like the action-adventure genre in general, I guess. You don't like playing games like this. As far as an action-adventure game goes, I will forever hold my position that this game is perfect. Okay? Just saying. And yes, it has weaknesses, but this game does it right, for crying out loud. Either way, before I end this episode, I think we should just get on with fighting my least favorite enemy in the entire game. Thought the blue Cyclopses were bad? Well, meet the one thing worse, and the one step higher. The Great Tengu! This guy sucks! He does tons of damage. He is a pain in the butt. I killed him before he was able to enter his berserk mode, and thank goodness, but of course he hurt me and lit me on fire. Yeah. I hate that enemy so much. Either way. Ladies and gentlemen, we found our blizzard machine. This is Paper Mario, except for instead of creating clouds, it creates blizzards. No. We are not going to be fighting any Magic Koopas. We are going to be ending this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Squirtle King. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Okami very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.